Hey everybody, it's Boardman21, and today I'm going to show you how to craft the most overpowered set that you can use so that you can re-level characters in softcore and even in hardcore if you dare risk it, the fastest, the easiest, and with the most survivability. These will be universal sets other than the chest and helm, which are now class specific, so you will have to make those ones for each class individually. However, all of the other pieces are universal, so you won't have to recraft those. Now with this, we're going to be using the least base class, the ones that have no level requirement that you can get right off the bat, and all we're going to be stacking on them is basically health and dodge, and a little bit of health regen. But these are going to be so overpowered that you're going to have so much life and so much dodge that between these three sets, one set will be all tier 1s that you can start wearing right at level 1. The next set will be an all tier 2 set, which you can put on at level 8, and then we will have a tier 3 set which has all tier 3s and you can put on at level 26. The third set will allow you to get all the way through chapter 8 very, very easily. You'll be sitting at close to 80% dodge the entire time, and you will have crap tons of health, and that's what's going to keep you in it. Now remember, these are just the universal sets. If you find better gear along your run, you can always swap it out. Now remember, none of these are for damage, they are strictly for survivability, so we are not going to be going over the weapon, because the weapon is probably what you're primarily going to be using for offense, and I'm not going to get into that because there is no universal weapon other than the Plague Staff to use on all characters, and unfortunately you can't use that before level 40, so it wouldn't make sense in an OP beginning build. Now with that, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to show you the stats, I'm going to show you the character, and I'm going to show you how tanky they are at each level. With that, let's start with the tier 1 set. Alright, here is our tier 1 set. As you can see, I am level 1, and here are my stats. I have a whopping 471 health. I have a whopping 73% dodge. I have only 25% glancing below, and I have a 25% chance to block with a 252 block effectiveness. And we are doing this at level 1. This is gear that you can all get. Now, I do say we are using some affixes that don't drop until late game, so this isn't going to really be possible on your very first character ever. However, some of these affixes are still the ones you're going to want to look for. If you are brand new to this game and you're looking for how to increase your survivability early and easily, just put dodge and just put health on everything. It will do you a lot better than trying to add damages on your gear early on, especially as a new player. You're not going to know what to dodge and what mobs are going to hit you the hardest. You're just going to want to be able to take the hit. Now, on this gear, as you can see, we're running set glancing blow, health regen, dodge, and now a new affix, hybrid health. On my last video when we did OP sets a few months back, hybrid health was not something that was in the game. I am just going to hover over all of these relatively quick, and then I'm going to show you just how tanky we are. Now remember, all you're going for is health, dodge, and set glancing blow. And you'll notice that we are putting set glancing blow on way more than 4 items. We're basically putting it on everything except for the rings, the amulet, and the relic. And that is because you're only going to have a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 set, and by the tier 3 set you'd like to have 100%. That's going to make you even more tanky. Now, as you can see, I can run through this game. I'm going to collect just a massive amount of mobs. Now remember, this set only has to last you until level 8. You can continue to use it as long as you want if you don't have a tier 2 set, as it's pretty effective until about the mid-20s. But as we continue to run here, I'm just going to grab as many mobs as we can get here, and then I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to take it like a man. Now, as you can see, our health is slowly going to drop down, but for the most part, you'll have plenty of time to kill everything. We're just going to sit here and see how long it actually takes for them to kill me. By now, I could have easily killed all of these mobs. Remember, I'm level 1 and I am tanking 30 mobs right now. And they're having a hell of a time actually bringing me down. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could probably kill all of them as soon as my health actually drops under 100. We'll actually give it a shot. On your mark, get set, and the health's going up. Hold on. Here we go. We're getting close. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Can we stay alive? Are we gonna make it? It's gonna be close. I guess we could summon a wolf. We have no potions. Oh, we got a potion. Do we use it? I think we can wait. I think we can pull out of this. Oh, there's too many potions now. Nope, we did die. However, you can see just how tanky you are. We could have used the potion and easily survived, but with that, you're just the most tankiest thing ever. And remember, you're only going to level 8 with this. Alright, let's move on to the tier number 2 set. I do want to throw it out there that we didn't even have a weapon equipped on that level 1 character. That's why it was taking so long to kill everything. We could have came out of that alive. Okay, now moving on, we have our tier 2 set. Now this set is a little bit more potent and you can equip it as soon as you hit level 8. However, in this particular case we are level 9. We accidentally went one level over, but it is still possible. You'll see that all of the gear has the exact same affixes. And remember, these are max ruled. We're looking at like mid-ruled stuff. Like we only have 26 health. You could have a max 29. This isn't like max out best rules. You could even at this low point, some of these items are fractured, but the ones that aren't, you could re-roll for a higher chance. Now, we do have some more health regen. We're now at 24 health regen instead of 13. We have a whopping 751 health instead of just over 400 on our last build. We're sitting at 77% dodge. We now have 50% glancing blow and still have the 25% chance to block with the 252% block effectiveness. What we have on this build is the exact same affixes. They're just all tier 2 now. As we continue to level it up, some pieces fracture and we'll have to redo it. But some of these are still going strong. It doesn't take too long to get all tier 1s. You can do all tier 1s just off common items. Tier 2s, you can get lucky with just common items. Sometimes you might have to find just like one, 2 affix, dodge rating or something. It's easier to craft these with a lower level character, I will tell you that. But you have to be on it's easier to gamble them on a lower level character, then go to your higher level character to actually put the bigger affixes on. Um, and with that, I think we hovered over all of them. I'm going to show you just how tanky this guy can be. We actually have a weapon equipped. It's the base weapon this time. However, we're not going to fight back. We're going to go into this area and show you the tankiness now that we are level 9 with some void mobs. Alright, we've arrived. We've got ourselves some void and some magicians. We can sit here and once again, you can just basically run through the whole map and not die. Just sitting here, I think we would have to get more of a train for us to actually die. Maybe our life will drop. It's going to be a very, very slow process. Once again, you're going to have plenty of time to actually get the kills. So as you can see, this is one of the most tankiest setups that you can have. Even though we are rocking no protections, it's simply because you have a high amount of dodge. We even have some glancing blow, but it's just the sheer amount of health that you're allowed to stack this early in the game with that amount of dodge that's going to keep you alive. And once again, I'm not going to sit through this whole thing, but you can see we're just super tanky. And now we're going to move on to the tier 3 set. Alright, and here is our tier 3 set, which is all tier 3 items, and you can wear these the moment you hit level 26. Now the stats on this is going to be 1,194 health. You're sitting at almost 1,200 health. That's about twice as much as a lot of final builds due to the whole protections versus health thing for end game builds. This is a lot of health. You're still going to be sitting at 77% dodge, and you're now going to have 75% glancing blow. With this gear, you will be able to finish the entire game. Now with the last tier 2 set, I have finished chapter 7 with that. Although chapter 7 started to get a little hard, I would not recommend trying chapter 8 with it. I would get better gear. This tier 3 set will get you through chapter 8. All you'll have to do is put it on. You'll dodge so much that you'll have plenty of time to kill things. This is a very, very tanky, overpowered set early game. At level 26, not many characters will have this. The reason I recommend you making these 3 sets is if you plan on playing other characters and you want to do it fast because you don't have a lot of time, it is really simple to make these, especially the tier 1 and tier 2 sets. They can be done with relatively little gold and not many very affixes because you won't be breaking a lot of things. The tier 3 set can be a bit more tricky. You're going to have to look for some base affixes on that. And then if you really want, you can make a tier 4 set, although it's really unrecommended because by the time that you finish endgame, you're going to be wanting to build into whatever build it is you're going to be playing. It might be an armor and protection endgame build, and you're not going to want set health and just a bunch of health. That's not what you're going to want. You might still want the dodge, but not the health. Not many builds actually run high health. Now, I hope that you've learned this. Once again, just to reiterate, you want to get the base items on a very low character because you'll get a lot of commons and you'll get the low stuff, and it will be really cheap if you're trying to save gold. However, to find the affixes in the first place, you're going to have a character that's over level 51, and that's how you're going to get a lot of the like set glancing blow and the set dodge. Just get a character end game, save up some gold, and if you plan on making new characters and you want to make them fast because you've already done the campaign, these are the sets that you want to put on, and they're going to get you through the game extremely fast. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day.